everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick love reading today, looking at the person that you are not currently in contact with. Okay, so whether this has just been a short-term no contact situation or it is something a little bit longer term no contact, we are looking at that today. Sometimes we do see non-love messages coming through, like non-romantic messages coming through as well, because platonic love is a thing. So for some of you, if that situation is a platonic family friend, co-worker that you're not currently speaking to, sometimes that will come through as well. So just have a look and see what's resonating for you and your personal situation. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. As always, timestamps will be in the description box, and you will see me sort of taking those in between each sign. Today I am going to be using the Dark Confession Oracle cards as well as the Lenormand of Japan. Okay, so getting pretty much straight on into it, starting off with our Aries. Okay, Aries, the person that you are not currently in contact with. Aries, and the person Aries is not currently in contact with, please. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. This situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It is draining me. So yeah, so obviously someone in this situation, Aries, does have quite a lot of issues, mentally going on, with depression, anxiety, those sorts of things, feeling very just lost and unworthy of love in general. If that is resonating as you yourself here, Aries, please check out the most recent shadow work reading. There was a very important message in regard to love in the shadow work reading. So if you are resonating with that, and that's why this situation is no contact, because it's just too difficult for you to be in contact, because love feels like too much and you feel unworthy of that. It drains you to try. Maybe check out that shadow work reading, okay, Aries? But for others of you, obviously this is your person. They may just be sort of having a rough time of it in their own head at this space, feeling very unworthy of love in general. Aries, the no contact situation with Aries and their no contact person. Nearly called them your person, Aries. So you may feel as though this person is very connected to you and is your person, but for some reason we are looking at a no contact situation with Aries. Aries and the person that they are not currently in contact with. We do see the bear coming through here, first of all, Aries. So, both, whether this is, because I'm picking up a bit of a mirroring energy here as well, Aries. So I do feel as though this may actually be both of you going through very similar sort of stuff. But, this is somebody sort of being a little bit defensive, trying to protect themselves and just look after themselves and find their own strength and power to get through the day, let alone having to worry about a connection as well. The bear, there may be the need for some boundaries between the two of you as well, because, I do feel that this no contact situation, with the energy I'm seeing here, it's kind of giving it. Why is this no contact, Aries? Because of this energy here. We have the dog coming through there as well as the heart. So there is love there. There is loyalty. There is love. There is, understanding and compassion for each other. People wanting to support each other. So if this is you going through this mental thing, these feelings of unworthiness, this person does want to support you through that. They're kind of giving, I love you, so I want to support you through that. I want to help you with that rather than you having to do it all on your own. And vice versa, Aries, as well. So it's kind of giving like, why is this no contact when you both have love for each other? You both are loyal and wanting each other's companionship, wanting each other's friendship. You both are a little bit protective of the connection as well. So I'm not seeing anything other than fear and self-worth issues being the reason as to why this is no contact. Will Aries and this person be in contact? Just trying to word myself here, Aries. Should Aries reach out to this person? If Aries reached out to this person in this no contact situation, what would happen? I'm seeing a clear yes. We have the masculine and the yes card coming through there, Aries. So this can be a few things here, because it can be sort of saying that the masculine needs to be the one to reach out. The masculine, yes. If we all have a variety of masculine and feminine energy within us. It's not necessarily gender. It's the more masculine, the one of the two that is more cut off emotionally. I feel like it's the person going through this mental anguish tends to be the person needing to reach out and ask for that help and support, and it will be given. Yes, contact is potentially possible with this connection, but it does seem to be up to the more masculine element here. Someone approaching contact, if you're wanting to reach out to this person, approaching that in a very sort of logical, rational way, whether that be asking for help or offering your help. I feel as though, like I said, it is a bit of a mirroring situation here. So logically understanding that you're both going through very similar things when it comes to the feelings of being in no contact here. So that might help you take some sort of action if contact is what you want here, Aries. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch the person's placements as well. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to Taurus. Okay, Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with. Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. I'm distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. Keeping themselves very busy. They maybe sort of seem like they are very, very busy at work, busy with life in general, taking on a lot of extra responsibilities. It is kind of a way of distracting themselves from thinking about you, Taurus. I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. Okay, I am feeling that for a lot of you, it's not the physical attraction that concerns this person. It's like something outside of looks is what makes this person feel unattractive. They feel like they're a bad person. They feel like maybe they don't earn enough money to keep up with you. Those sorts of things. For some of you, it definitely could be, physical attraction, that they just see you. I'm just getting this energy here, Taurus, that they just see you as so beautiful. Like it feels like they've got you up on a pedestal in some kind of a way, whether you deserve to be or not. They do sort of see you as that. Taurus is a million times more attractive than I'll ever be. Taurus is more of a, they're such a angel type good person. I'm not a good person. I'm no good for them. It's that kind of energy. Taurus is so, well to do that I could never give them what they really want, financially. It's those sorts of things coming up here, Taurus. Taurus and the person that they are not currently in contact with, please. Definitely a lot of them not feeling as though they're in a financial situation to match you, Taurus. It does seem to be very materialistic type energy here, that they don't have enough, they're not enough to match you, Taurus. Firstly, we have the spring energy. That one did kind of fly out. So I am just sort of feeling that if contact does happen with this person, it's going to be kind of a little bit impulsive, kind of energy, that they kind of really do want to come in with contact, but they're kind of holding back a little bit here. They're that is a very current kind of energy as well. So if they do contact you, it will be by the end of the month. I do read the seasons as my own here. So if they haven't contacted you by, the first week of December, they've managed to distract themselves to avoid doing that. Because I do feel as though that is it's kind of a impulsive energy coming through there, that they might just jump to, spring into action suddenly. We do have the abundance card, the fish there, but that was followed by the no. So for those of them that don't contact you by December, it's because they've managed to hold themselves back, and they're kind of telling themselves, I'm going to wait until they've got some sort of goal in their head that they're waiting for. I'm not abundant enough. That's what that is sort of saying. I'm not abundant enough for Taurus. And now abundance is not just money, obviously, though, for a lot of them, I feel like it may be that they're like, I don't have the money to, buy Taurus a gift. I don't have the money to, I want to shower Taurus with gifts, and I don't have the money to do so. I don't have, a secure housing. I don't have a nice car. I don't have, they're focusing on what they don't have, is basically what's coming through here. I'm not abundant enough. I'm not wealthy enough for Taurus. And that may just be with, other things as well. Like I'm not a good enough person for Taurus. I'm not pretty enough for Taurus. And so they are really trying to hold back. So it's kind of 50-50 here, Taurus, that for some of you, this person may reach out, but if they do, it is going to be very impulsive, and it's because they just, but they may still try to distract themselves, and they may come through very wavery, like, I know I'm not good enough for you, Taurus, but do you want to meet up? Like, it feels like they just have a little bit of growing to do, I think, Taurus. Like, they're waiting on a specific goal, but in all honesty, that goal, it's not what they think it is. The goal is actually a little bit of growth and awareness about their own materialisticness, because they seem to be putting a lot of pressure on themselves in regard to the materialistic side of things, and certain qualities that they say that they have to have. Love doesn't judge that stuff, though, so you're more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch the person's placements as well. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll move on over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Gemini and the person they are not currently in contact with. Rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. This person's very stuck in regret for their own behavior, for their own, because I'm feeling like that rejecting you was protecting myself. I feel like regardless of what's happened in the past here and why we've gone no contact, this person is aware that it was their kind of fault, even if you're the one that sort of pulled the rug out. They pushed you away to a point where that was your only choice. Okay, and they do regret it. They know that it was selfish of them because they were scared. They were scared. Emotions are scary, guys. Gemini and the person they are not currently in contact with. Gemini and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. It may have happened out of nowhere for a lot of you here, but I do kind of feel that this person, like with the I was being selfish and they maybe pushed you away, forced you to go no contact with them. They maybe rejected you and went no contact because emotions are scary. That seems to be a trait of this person. They are run by their emotions a little bit here. We do have the scythe starting that off there. So it kind of shows us that, yes, that may have happened very sort of suddenly out of nowhere. But it was an emotional impulse. It was like a emotional reaction. It was an impulsive behavior. And this person is very likely to do that again, the other way, coming back into contact. Okay, Gemini, because they will, like, if they were to, they may just randomly show up at your door. For some of you, because the next card I have is the Stork. Okay, which really, it stirs up new energy and tries to get things moving. But for some of you, this person is literally going to just, out of nowhere, they're going to make this impulsive decision to try to stir the shit. Like, try to stir shit up. Like, in a bad way, like, just to annoy you or upset you, just to get a reaction. Because they're such an emotionally reactive person. There's something about this person that, if they can stir your reactional responses up, to them, that's like positive step forward, because it's like I'm hearing that phrase, any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, so it doesn't matter whether I stir Gemini up in a good way or a bad way, as long as they're thinking about me again, as long as I'm on their brain, as long as, that gets me back in the door. So for some of you, it's kind of like they're just going to stir the pot just to have connection of some sort. They don't care whether it's a good or bad connection. They just want that connection, the emotions. It doesn't matter whether the emotions are good or bad. That it's kind of like, if I can get Gemini's emotions one way or another, I'm back in the door. I'm also getting another message here too, because the Stork is also the pregnancy card. Okay, guys. And we do have the child following that up as well. So this person is a bit immature, and that's why I'm seeing a lot of immaturity emotionally coming from this person. But with the Stork, with what I'm seeing there, they may just sort of suddenly get somebody pregnant. And I want to say get somebody pregnant. I'm not saying get pregnant. So that's obviously not going to resonate for everyone, because not everyone can get someone pregnant. I feel like this person is maybe, it's because they're immature. It's because they're impulsive and immature. They may have gone in, rushed on out into impulsive behaviors and, random little hookups and things like that. And they may accidentally get somebody pregnant. Like, and that's that's the next contact you have with this person is to find this out. Overall, though, I am just, that may only be one or two of you. Overall, I am just seeing a lot of immaturity and trying to stir energy up. They're trying to start a new beginning with you, but they're approaching it in a very immature kind of a way. Okay, so it's looking like there will be contact again, but it may not be the contact that you're wanting, because, like I said, immaturity. This person is just trying to get their foot in the door one way or another, and it may not be the positive, mature change to the connection that you're after here, Gemini. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch the person's placements as well. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer and the person they are not currently in contact with. Cancer and the person you are not currently in contact with. Kind of similar energy here to what I just saw for Gemini. One of the cards is even the same, and the other one is this close to being the same. So I pushed you away because I don't want the responsibility. Why are you a responsibility, Cancer? It is feeling like when you were in contact with this person, it put a certain weight on this person's shoulders. It feels like was this person looking after you in some kind of a way? You need to be a little bit honest with yourself here, I feel, Cancer. Like, was this a one-sided connection? Were they giving a lot more to you than you were giving back in return? Because, and even if that's not the case, that's how this person felt. Okay, that there was a that they were the responsible one to, they had to make everything work, that they had to do everything in the connection, they had to give everything in the connection, and that they didn't necessarily get quite as much back for themselves. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. So they're very stuck on this. They can't move away from this, but they pushed you away as well. They feel like they don't really know what they want, to be completely honest here, because there's a big part of them that is being held on to you, but it's like their emotions are telling them you, but their logic is telling them no, if that makes sense. That or maybe there may be people around them as well telling them no, Cancer's too much for you to take on. So that's why I'm asking, you need to be honest with yourself here, Cancer. Like, what support was this person giving you? Is that truth? Because that's how they feel, as though they were giving a lot more, time, energy, love, support to this connection than they were receiving. Cancer and the person they are not currently in contact with. I'm just intuitively feeling that this person is just sort of like sitting by the phone waiting for you to call. It's kind of like they know they pushed you away, and it's kind of like they're sitting there waiting for Cancer to call and say, I know you pushed me away, you can't push me away, kind of energy. That they are very stuck on this emotionally, it feels. Cancer and the person they are not currently in contact with. So a few concerns here that I'm getting multiple messages here. Firstly, we have the ring. Okay, so once again, their emotions want a connection with you. They emotionally have a connection with you and want a connection with you. But they are very scared of patterns repeating themselves. Okay, cycles repeating. Things that have happened, the way that things were, they're scared that will repeat itself. We have the snake here as well. So once again, we're getting dual messages from this person. So there's a lot of desire, a lot of passion towards you. There's a lot of physical attraction for you. But it's kind of like part of them is telling themselves, you're deceiving yourself, that Cancer is right for you. So it's kind of like they're really fighting this. It's logic versus the heart with this person. Their emotions are telling them that Cancer's the one that you want, but their rational thinking is telling them, no, you're lying to yourself about Cancer being the one or the one that you want. We have the tree as well. So this person's saying there needs to be growth. There's willingness here, okay? Because of their emotions about the situation. They're kind of fighting themselves about this. And it's kind of like they're kind of saying that if we could have growth with those cycles, I wouldn't have to lie to myself anymore. And that would be the truth, that we could have a relationship, a connection here. But the cycle needs to grow and change. We need to get out of that old cycle and grow into a new cycle. It's kind of like they're saying Cancer needs to look after themselves and, support me as well. Like the bottom of the deck, I do have the flowers here. So I do feel for a lot of you, this is about the equal give and take. They're kind of saying if Cancer took responsibility for their own selves and supported me the way that I support them, and took some of that responsibility off my shoulders and changed the pattern of the past, and we had some growth and healing from those past cycles, this could definitely work. They kind of want it to work, but it's this energy of, am I lying to myself that this is possible? Am I lying to myself that it's not possible? You know what I mean? They're kind of very unsure. I do feel like they're just sort of sitting there waiting for you though, Cancer. They're not moving forward. They're not moving forward, but they're not willing to move backwards either. So it's kind of like they're waiting for you to move forward with them. That's when we'll see forward movement. If Cancer wants to move forward together, then we can move forward. Otherwise, I'm kind of just sitting here and waiting until I can either work out what I'm doing or Cancer joins me equally. So sorry if that is a little bit confronting, and situation could definitely be flipped, reversed, whatever. You're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. Cross-watch the person's placements, see what's coming through on that side of things. Subscribe, and I will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo and the person they are not currently in contact with. Leo and the person they are not in contact with. Pardon? I smile on the outside, but I am dying on the inside. This person putting on a bit of a front. I'm fine, I'm fine. It's fine that me and Leo aren't in contact. It's deep too, Leo, because I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. This is deep. This person is deeply hurt. I don't know why, Leo, but my petty little self. I am getting a message here, but it feels like it's coming from pettiness. And I don't think it's actually my pettiness. A little bit, maybe. I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. There's little pettiness in the back of my head here telling me, leave them a voice note. I don't know why. Leo and the person they are not currently in contact with. If you do need to get through to them, it needs to be through your voice. But I'm also getting, though, that it's like you speak too much truth for this person, Leo. That's why it affects them so deeply, because it's kind of like they know you're right. Whatever you're saying to them, they know you're right, and it kills them inside. This person is super stressed. Clarify that central card. Clarify that central card. Firstly, we have the mouse coming through here. So they are very stressed. They have this is dwelling on things that have happened in the past between you and this person. It's like it's eating away at them. It's eating away at them, dying on the inside. They're dying on the inside. It's like every time they think about the situation, it takes away a little part of them every single time. Things like regret. They're stressed. They're anxious about this situation. They feel as though they've lost you. They do feel as though they've lost you, or they've lost themselves a little bit here as well. But there's also a lot of confusion because, the central card I've got here is the yes card. So it's like, yes, I can't get over this. But yes, it's like, because that was clarified by the scythe. So it's kind of like, yes, it ended suddenly. Yes, it was unexpected that this is lost to me, but also yes, I'm impulsive, and I may just sort of do something crazy at the drop of a hammer, like at the drop of a pin. Like I might impulsively. It's like with that impulsively, yes, it's like it affects their soul. They that's why it's affecting them so deeply, because it's unexpected to them how deeply it is affecting them to have lost you, to try to break free from this situation, that they just can't sort of break free. It's kind of like every time they think about you or the situation, this impulse rises in them to, I need Leo. It's like, I need Leo. It's like kind of giving a little bit of like addiction here. Like they're addicted to Leo, but they're also addicted to the pain. It's a weird energy here. We also have the clouds. So a lot of anxiety, once again, with the clouds here. Their thoughts, they can't break free from these negative thoughts is coming through strongly. It's clouding their judgment about what they want to do here. They don't know what to do. They're confused as ish. Putting on a brave front, but they're dying inside. This is affecting them deeply. They are deeply hurt. And I feel like some of them are even in physical pain over the situation, over the role that they played in the situation. For some of them, with what I'm seeing here, there may be issues around self-harm with this person as well. Depression, like severe depression and issues like that as well. If Leo were to reach out to this person, we have the anchor here. It's stuck. It's like they're too stuck in their own pain. I feel like that's why you affect them so much, Leo, because you speak too much truth and you're trying to help them too much, and they're too stuck in their own pain. They can't see past the pain. Nothing. That's why they're no contact with you, Leo, because you might actually be able to get through to them, and they kind of know it. And they're too stuck in their pain to let anyone help them. They're too stuck. And unfortunately, even if you reached out to them and contacted them, it wouldn't change the way that they are right now. But you know, time. This person's in a really bad way, Leo. I just don't. There's nothing that you can do. Unfortunately, they need to do that for themselves. You are more than welcome to check your other placements and maybe cross-watch the person's placements as well. That's what we have for you today, Leo. Sorry if that wasn't the potential resolution you were wanting. That's what we have. Okay, so moving on to our Virgos. Virgo and the person they are not currently in contact with. Virgo and the person you are not currently in contact with. Just had that same card for Leo. It's like no matter how many times I shuffle, I smile on the outside, but I'm dying on the inside. There are feelings of anger inside me that I need to release before I explode. Wow. Some big emotions from this person, Virgo. Are you aware about this person's anger issue? They are like, I don't know that it's you that they're angry at, Virgo. It's kind of like they're angry at the world. They're angry at the situation. They're trying so hard to put on this false front that everything is fine, but it's hiding so much under the surface of this person that they are aware that they need to release some of that tension and emotion, because they are getting very, very close to not being able to hide it anymore. Virgo and the person they are not currently in contact with. How did I know that was going to come out? Virgo, do you know about this person's anger issue? It is a little bit concerning to me, Virgo. We have the scythe coming through first. There's a part of this person that it's like, because I'm hearing heads will roll. This person needs to explode. They want to explode. They're ready to. They've got a lot of, I get it, right? When we all go through stuff, right? Yeah, a lot of the time we do hold on to negative stuff towards others. But there's a difference, yeah, between actually slashing someone's tires and trying to move on. I am feeling this anger coming through in a very impulsive kind of way, that they may do something impulsively, come and slash someone's tires, or worse. This is coming through with violence. But if they can find a way to release that before it gets to that, they can use that energy to try to start a new beginning with you, Virgo. They do want to start a new beginning with you here. But it's like, what happened, Virgo? Because I'm getting a lot of violence here towards someone, but I don't feel like it's necessarily you. Was there a third party in this situation? Or, because this person's anger is a concern to me, Virgo. Okay, because I don't want them to be taking that out on you, because it could get dangerous. This person is liable to do things very unexpected, very sudden, unexpected things, under the guise of telling themselves that I want a new beginning, that we need to, have a fresh new start with that child there. You're the one I wish for, Virgo. We have the stars here. I'm just like, they wish for a new beginning with you, but it's all down to this person's anger issues and whether they let that take hold or not. Whether they can channel that into a proper new beginning where they get help for the anger stuff, and they can actually release that in a measured, safe way, because otherwise they may do something very unexpected and not necessarily safe. Just clarify for Virgo here. Advice for Virgo. Advice for Virgo here. Because we have the mouse, Virgo. Accept the loss. Put it in the past. Get away from this situation. Stay no contact. Doesn't matter how they come back saying what wishes, fantasies they're ready to fulfill. Oh, I'm going to make all your dreams come true, Virgo. Put them in the past. Stay away from this person. Okay. Especially if there is, if you are aware of anger or violence issues, stay away from this person. Okay. That's what I have for you, Virgo. More than welcome to check your other placements. Cross-watch for the person's placements. If you have mutual friends, send someone to check on them. Help them. They need it. This is about to escalate. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like I said, check the other placements, cross-watch, subscribe to the channel. I'm just going to quickly pause and cleanse my decks here for a second, and we will move on to Libra. Okay, Libra. Libra and the person you are not currently in contact with. Libra and the person you are not in contact with. Okay. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, Libra. This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. We are living two separate lives. They feel very separated. There's a lot of things that are just not on the same page between the two of you. That I'm off that exciting energy. I'm getting like player type energy, that this person kind of just wants to be a bit of a player, and maybe that's what the separate lives thing is all about. Maybe you're more of a homebody and this person wants to go out and party a lot more. This may have been a while. I hate to say it, Libra. I am getting the sensation here that there's just not something right between the two of you. It's just like the differences are too much. Libra and the person they are not currently in contact with. Libra and the person they are not currently in contact with. That's kind of what I'm getting, stuck in between a rock and a hard place. The central card I've got here is the anchor. So we're kind of stuck. We're both stuck in our ways. This person is stuck in the autumn energy, and you are stuck in the house energy. You want stability. You want someone you can rely on. You want someone you can start a family with. You want a reliable connection. This person wants to fall for somebody every day. Like the autumn energy, the fall, okay? this person is a shapeshifter kind of energy, because, you know, when we see autumn, we see the leaves change color quite drastically and, you know, fall from the trees so that new branches can come through and whatnot. That's what I'm getting here, that this person just shifts colors very dramatically. And like, once again, it's just giving player energy, someone who wants something different every day. You know, one day they want to be red, one day they want to be orange, one day they're brown, one day they're, you know, then they don't even want to be attached to the tree. They want to flutter and fly off into the wind, scatter. They're not reliable enough for you. So I feel as though you haven't seen the full extent of what this person's truth is either, to be honest. Because with that autumn energy, it really is giving shapeshifter kind of energy, where it's like they may have like looked like one thing, looked like they're willing to offer one thing, but then that's just not enough things for them. You know, they want everything and nothing settled. They want constantly changing. Whereas you seem to be quite settled in your energy, Libra. Regardless of, you know, I'm just getting this energy here that, you know, if you're watching a no contact reading, you're kind of like, oh, you know, maybe I want to get back in contact with this person. You deserve better than this person, Libra. You do. This person is like, I feel like there's this energy of you needing to accept and understand that this person is just too different from you, and they're not going to change tomorrow. Whatever's caused the no contact, they're stuck in those ways. They're not going to change. And you're in a stable energy here. So you're not the problem, Libra. And I don't feel as though there's anything you can do that would help this person, because I feel like you didn't even know that about this person. And like the person that you, and that it's kind of like if you if you ran into this person tomorrow, they're going to seem like a totally different person to the person you thought you knew, because that's them too. They just hid that from you in the past. The person that you think you know is not this person. Okay? Yeah. Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, Libra. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch the person's placements, see things from the alternate side if you need to. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio and the person you are not in contact with. Scorpio and the person you are not currently in contact with. Scorpio. Person Scorpio is not currently in contact with. I'm intuitively picking up here, Scorpio, that you could change that any given time you want. Rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. I smile on the outside, but I'm dying on the inside. This person wants support. It's like they pushed you away, hoping that you would turn around and go, you can't push me away. You can't reject me. I'm here for you. But there's just something about this person that they're like, maybe a very strong, independent person, And they feel as though they need to, you know, put on this facade that everything is fine, and secretly they're kind of scared of support and love. That was scary to them. That, hang on, Scorpio might actually like me. Scorpio might actually care. Scorpio might actually be something important here. And that scared the ish out of this person, and they ran away, I feel. But it still hurts them that they did. They didn't want to, but it was like an emotional response to the fear of potential. I feel like if you rang them tomorrow, they would pick up the phone. Scorpio and the person that they are not currently in contact with. They are ready to give it a chance. Like I just sort of said, if you were to pick up the phone tomorrow and call them, they would answer. If you said, let's put in the work, let's try, they would be, yep, let's we can do this. I'm not going to push you away. I'm not going to reject you to protect myself again. I want to try. We have the spring card coming through first. So now they are ready to attempt this. Now they are ready. May have taken them a while. It's kind of like they had to go through being in no contact with you to understand that, hang on, it's scary and it's hard work, but I'm willing to try. We have the mountain here as well. So, you know, there has been some delays and some obstacles, but you know, what's on the other side of that? The rider. We're ready to get back up on that horse and try to put in the hard work to climb that mountain, to overcome those obstacles. They're ready. They're ready to jump on that horse and ride off into the sunset with you. So if you do want this person, Scorpio, all you need to do is ask. All you need to do is tell them that. It could bloom into something beautiful. They know that. They know that. They also know that there is some obstacles to get through, some challenges that have, you know, from the past, I feel here. But do you know what? They're ready. They're ready to hear your voice telling them, let's give this a go. Up to you, of course, Scorpio. You know, you are more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch the person's placements as well. Leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and we'll move on over to our Sagittarius. Sagittarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. Sagittarius. Oh, fluff. The joys of long hair, Sagittarius. Pick up fluff everywhere. Sagittarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. I'm embarrassed by my actions and feel disgusted with myself. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. They know they were immature. That's why they're so embarrassed by their actions. They're embarrassed by what they did or said. They're embarrassed by running away from you and from this connection. I am picking up on a few little, there is a little bit of self-worth issues on this person's behalf as well. But also feeling like they let you down. They feel like They let you down. And that's part of what is disgusting them about themselves, that Sagittarius is so awesome. How could I do that to them? How could I let their Sagittarius feel that way? Sagittarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. My soul craves you, Sagittarius. Clarify that third card, please. They do want a connection with you. They do want a relationship with you. We have the ring coming through first. But I do not feel as though this person is going to do anything about that. To be completely honest, Sagittarius. The next card we have is the mountain. Okay, so it's kind of like there's too much hard work. There's too many obstacles. There's been too much of a delay already to bring them in out of the cold. We have the winter card there. So they kind of feel as though you've gone cold to them as well, that they would love to have a connection with you, a relationship with you, but they feel as though the biggest obstacle is that they've forced you away from them too much, that they ran, and that's why they're disgusted with myself, because they put you into this. They feel as though they've turned you cold-hearted to them, and they know that there would be a lot of work involved in turning that around. That was clarified by the autumn card. So to shift the seasons and to, like go from winter to autumn, is this person feels like it's an impossible mountain to climb, that they changed you too much, and that they changed your feelings towards them too much, that they shifted you into somebody who only has ice and coldness towards them, that you wouldn't be willing to overcome the stuff that needs to be overcome here. Partly as well, I don't know that they're willing to overcome it, like to actually do the work. They want the end result, but I don't know that they're willing to do the work. If Sagittarius were to reach out to this person, we have the clouds. If you were to reach out to this person, it would like get them thinking about all the work that they need to do. I feel like they're very much in their head and stressed and anxious about the situation, but they don't seem to be willing to get their head out of the clouds, like to actually do anything about it. So even if you were to contact them, I still don't feel as though, because even if you contacted them, then all of a sudden they would be confused about wanting the relationship back. They would. It's a very weird energy, Sagittarius. With this, I'm embarrassed by my actions and disgusted with myself. They're kind of telling themselves here that if Sagittarius, like, I want Sagittarius back and I want a relationship with Sagittarius, But then if Sagittarius turns around and says, oh, let's get back together, let's, do the work to get back together, whatever, then all of a sudden they would be like, oh, Sagittarius isn't, Sagittarius is willing to put up with me. Well, Sagittarius is not worth anything then. It's kind of like they would judge you for you being willing to give them a chance. They would judge you negatively for that and hold that against you, kind of thing. And it's like, the way things currently are, they can hold you in high esteem and they can crave you and say, I want you. But if you were to actually be available to them, they would, all of a sudden, they would turn that around to be like, oh, well, am I the best that Sagittarius can get? Oh, well, then maybe they're not good enough for me. Like, they would turn it around in their head somehow. This person seems to be a bit, they're not willing to actually do the work. Like, and so they would run from this connection again, just in a different way. They would tell themselves that it's your fault this time. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're just, it's like just this energy of not being able to get their head on straight and not being able to think clearly. They're very confused in their own self, I feel. But you are more than welcome to check out your other placements. Cross-watch the person's placements as well. Subscribe, and we'll move on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn and the person that you are not currently in contact with. Capricorn and the person you are not... Whoa. Okay. Interesting, Capricorn. These two came out together. Okay, so this front one is hiding this back energy. My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. This person pretending they're okay, wearing a bit of a mask, facade, saying everything's fine. It's fine that me and Capricorn aren't in contact. It's totally fine. The feelings that they're faking, my focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you, Capricorn. That's the mask they're wearing. I'm fine. I can't be bothered. I've got too much going on in my life. I need to focus on my life. It's keeping them safe from their own feelings, Capricorn. Not willing to look at their own feelings. We also have, I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. Can't stop thinking about you, though. Can't stop thinking about you. So if you can't be bothered to worry about Capricorn, why are you thinking about Capricorn all the time? Sorry, cross-watcher. Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with. Capricorn and the person you are not currently in contact with. Just clarify, is this external or directly towards Capricorn, please? Is this external or directly towards Capricorn, please? External. So yeah, partly seeing this mask here. We have the garden. They're trying to meet someone new. Trying to focus on my life. I'm trying to focus on my life. I'm just, dating, spending time out and about, just doing life. Meeting up with other people, dating other people. Because I need a new beginning, a new opportunity. We have the Child and the Key here. So, once again, they're just trying to show me their mask. They are trying to open brand new doors, trying to find new opportunities, trying to find a new beginning. But I'm still feeling like that's that mask. It's kind of like my mask keeps me safe. It's a way of protecting themselves because I need to fake my feelings. They're hiding their feelings from themselves as well as you. I'm focused on trying to find someone new. What about, okay, Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with? What is underneath the mask, please, with this person? The Dog. Loyalty to you, Capricorn. The Moon. A lot of emotions. Summer. Wanting to bring those emotions to the surface. Come back into the warmth of Capricorn's embrace. So, they have a weird way of showing loyalty, yeah? Will this person be in contact with Capricorn? Will this person What's the most likely outcome here with Capricorn and this person they're not coming in contact with? Is the mask going to win over the feelings? Mask versus feelings. The mask versus the truth with this person Capricorn is not in contact with. We have the Tower. This person kind of saying, I'd rather be alone than face my truth. Trying desperately to find someone else to take their mind away from you, Capricorn, but it doesn't feel like this person is going to address their truth at all. Feels like it's easier for them to lock themselves away from themselves. That they'd rather be alone than to actually have to deal with their own truth. So obviously, Capricorn, there's something within their own truth that if they were to face that, it would demand of them. They would have to put in some work, whether that be work for the connection or work on themselves. They're not willing to do it. Sorry, Capricorn, if that's not what you wanted to hear. That's what we have for you today. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Crosswatch as well. We'll move on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius and the person you are not currently in contact with. Aquarius and the person you are not currently in contact with. I knew I was losing you, but I didn't do anything to fight for you. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. Getting a lot of people in this reading today that are just not willing to put in any work. It's a little bit disappointing, not going to lie. This person is a runner. Fight or flight, and they choose flight every time. Because to stand their ground and to do the work necessary for this connection, Aquarius, that it was easier to run away. Okay, Aquarius and the person that they are not currently in contact with, please. We have the Bear. This person is, they're kind of trying to tell themselves that they were doing what was necessary to hold their boundaries, to stand strong and do what they needed to do for their own self. They're telling themselves that running was a power move. You and I both know, Aquarius, that that's not the case. It's defensiveness. It's defensiveness. They're scared. They didn't know how to stand and fight for what truly matters. This person, they were kind of trying to protect themselves rather than protect the relationship. They were protecting their own self. I am seeing a bit of selfishness here from this person. They're telling themselves that it's not selfishness, that it's independence. But it's a little bit of selfishness. They don't know how to nurture and protect a connection. They only know how to do that for themselves, and that was running. We have the Fox here as well. So there's a little bit of selfishness there in that Fox energy, very independent. We're seeing a lot of independent kind of energy here, that they acted independently of the connection, that they weren't willing to fight for the connection. They were only willing to fight for themselves. We're also seeing with that Fox, and then the next card here, the Clover. This person is investing in being a bit of a player, to be honest. Bit of immaturity coming through a little bit here in the way that this person is perceiving their independence. That they're, they're telling themselves what they need to in order to survive here. But they do seem to be investing in selfishness, just getting their needs met rather than standing up for something that could be more, something that doesn't need so much independence and selfishness. They do seem to be very standalone, independent energy. So they don't seem to understand supporting and protecting a connection. They only know how to do that for their own self. And for them, that means being alone. So they don't know how to fight. They don't know how to stand up and fight for a connection and put in the work necessary, unfortunately, here, Aquarius. You are more than welcome to, check your other placements or cross-watch the person's placements as well. Subscribe, and we'll move on over to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Pisces and the person you are not currently in contact with. Pisces and the person you are not currently in contact with. Give me a good one, Pisces. Everyone's been some rough energy today. Pisces and the person you are not currently in contact with. I am embarrassed by my actions and feel disgusted with myself. Not going to lie, I feel like you do too, Pisces. I feel like a little bit disgusted with their actions and behavior. Did something they do or say give you the ick? That's what I'm getting here. That, there was something that really gave you the ick here with this person. And they kind of gave themselves the ick too. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. Lost without you, Pisces. It's like you both know that you're better than this person. Does that kind of make sense, Pisces? Like, they feel unworthy of having love in their life in general. They're telling themselves that it's love in general, but they feel unworthy of you, Pisces. Whatever gave you the ick about this person, it made you kind of go, I think I deserve better than this. And they know it. They know it. They know you deserve better. Pisces in the person that they are not currently in contact with. What did they do, Pisces, that gave you the ick? For some of you, it was like the weirdest little thing. And for some of you, it was a bigger thing. Okay, we do have the dog first and foremost, which is bringing into question issues of loyalty and support from this person. So I do feel as though the second card being the mouse here, that's what was lost in this connection and has led to the no contact. There was loyalty was lost, or support from this person was lost, taken from you in the past. Okay, and that led to this ending of contact here. We have the coffin. Okay, so it's showing me what has happened in the past here that led to this ending, that led to this no contact situation. I am picking up that on the other side of, once this became a no contact situation, new beginnings and transformation became possible for you both. But I don't know about together. If Pisces wants to be in contact with this person that they're not in contact with, I might be a little bit blunt here, Pisces. We have the snake coming through. So if you are telling yourself that you want to be in contact with this person, are you lying to yourself about that? Because they already gave you the ick. You know that it wouldn't work in reality. You know that there's no potential new beginning here with this person. You know that your transformation and your new beginning is elsewhere. Are you deceiving yourself about even wanting to be in contact with this person? It's kind of giving, there's a little bit of energy here, Pisces, where it's better the devil I know. I already know this person. I already know what they're like, and I already know their ick. So maybe I should just give them another chance just because it's easy. There's potential for a physical thing, like a physical hookup. You may still feel, sexual passion towards this person. There's potential for physical intimacy, but I don't feel like there's anything else there anymore, Pisces. And situation could be reversed as well. Like this, if this person has been trying to contact you, they may be sort of lying to themselves, thinking that it could work. I'm kind of feeling that it wouldn't. New beginning for Pisces, please. There's a new beginning altogether. We have the stars there. Do you work out what do you really wish for here? Because I feel as though for a lot of you here, you're lying to yourself. If you're telling yourself that you still wish for this person, you already know that this person, the reality of this person does not match the dream of this person. It's like, you already know that. You already know that they cannot fulfill that wish for you. Your new beginning lays elsewhere. And I'm just picking up here, Pisces, I feel like you've changed a lot and you deserve better. I feel like you both know that you deserve better than this person. That's what we have for you. More than welcome to check out your other placements or cross-watch the person's placements as well. Please subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment, a like. I do appreciate all of those. And I'll see you all again soon.